Hey, welcome back to another video. I'm so excited for you to join me. Today's video is on a topic regarding healing. And the point that I tried to make in this post is that nobody can heal us but ourselves. It's like when a doctor applies a splint to a broken bone or to our bodies. A lot of times the doctor is setting certain conditions, but it is our body itself that needs to heal itself. Likewise, when it comes to our own personal journey of healing from our wounds and our traumas, only we can heal ourselves. And again, other teachers, facilitators, guides, they can help us set the conditions, they can illuminate us to approximations of the truth. But we have to be the ones who are willing to accept it. We are the ones who have to do the work. We are the ones who have to introspect. We are the ones who have to, go through the journey ourselves. And I mention this as important because it reinforces one of my core beliefs, which is that we all have the power and therefore the responsibility to create the life that we wish to experience, to be responsible for our own inner transformation that manifests into our external reality. And I also believe that it is first by healing ourselves that we can then start to make an impact. First with ourselves, then our immediate surroundings, our families, our communities, and eventually society. Another reason why this idea is important to me is because if we accept that we alone can heal ourselves, then we also accept that we alone can hurt ourselves from a mental or emotional point of view. And nobody can hurt us unless we allow them to. And this is reinforced by new research regarding the idea of what is trauma exactly. And trauma isn't technically what happens to us, although those are traumatic or trauma inducing. Trauma is what happens inside of us, and this is from The Body Keeps the Score. So it's our reaction to what happens that really is what causes the trauma, not the event itself. Although certain events are obviously more trauma inducing than others. So while our external environment and external circumstances play a heavy role in shaping us and guiding us down certain parts, ultimately it is ourselves. We wound ourselves when our body reacts, when we create certain stories, when we develop certain defensive mechanisms, when we take things personally, etc., etc. And when we're young, this is understandable because we're operating from a limited state of consciousness. Kids have evolved to believe the world revolves around them, that they're the center of everything, take everything personally, and this is, how kids need to think in order to survive when they're not able to be independently functional and need to rely on a primary caregiver. But when we grow up, part of growing up and part of maturing is realizing that nobody can hurt us unless we allow them to. And so, some of the examples of great spiritual leaders throughout history are ones who maintain their faith, who maintain their authenticity, who refuse to play the games of their aggressors, despite harsh beatings, humiliations, imprisonment, violence, torture, all these things. They stuck to their faith. They stuck to uh, what they believed in, and they refused to be mentally or emotionally affected to the best of their abilities by the environment. I'm not saying that I'm at that level, I'm not sure that I want the universe to test me in that capacity yet. We'll see. But my point is that when others trespass against us, the best that we can hope to do is to forgive them, um, while also establishing our boundaries, so that we understand, because we understand that they know what, not what they do, that they're operating from a place of wound. And it is only by choosing love, by choosing dignity and respect and all these things, that slowly humanity is able to raise our collective consciousness. And so, again, this is kind of along the lines of taking radical responsibility or extreme ownership, as Jocko Willink likes to call, and feeling that we're ultimately responsible for our lives, even if we don't have control over everything. We have absolute responsibility over ourselves and our thoughts and our actions and our decisions. So, again, not necessarily a new idea, but one I wanted to reiterate. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next video.